All right, so it's a beautiful night, and we are here at Disney's Riviera Resort, right, Kristen?
Yes, we are.
It's really great. This is our first time really spending some extended time here. We came to make a POV treadmill video for everybody that we're going to release later, and it turned out that the Caribbean Beach, which is what we're looking at right now on the other side,
It's connected to it.
Connected, and it's closed. So our POV video, unfortunately, is not going to include the Caribbean Beach, which is what we're really hoping for. But instead, it's a shorter video that's going to showcase the Riviera, which is fine. It's still a beautiful resort, and we'll add the rest in later when everything opens up, right?
Yeah. Good news. We tried a new restaurant tonight.
We did. We ate at Topolino's, which is the restaurant that's at the top
on the rooftop.
The roof behind us here.
You know what? I would definitely choose Topolino's after a nice big race. If you're looking for something special to book after Marathon or Princess or something like that, wow.
The view is amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And if
I can't wait to come back.
If you haven't been over here, the running trail is great, guys. The running trail goes all the way around the Riviera and then through the Caribbean Beach. It's a big loop, and it's a really good run.
Beautiful little lake here too.
And when the fireworks start up, you'll be able to see the Epcot fireworks. So it'll be really, really cool. But we've got lots of topics this week to touch on for our weekly chat, right, Kristen?
Oh yeah. Should we talk about the one thing we haven't posted on Facebook?
Yeah, we should.
That we need to talk about. So,
yes.
Okay, I'll say it. So we didn't post on Facebook because we wanted to talk about it in our chat. So we went over to the Boardwalk, and
guys, we got to run at the Boardwalk, which is our favorite spot to run. We made a dinner reservation so that after dinner or before
after
dinner,
the race,
we could run. Wow, it was great to be back.
It was great. You know what? After we post this video, we'll post a few pictures because you can't run the full loop at the Boardwalk.
You can't.
Because of Major League Soccer and the NBA.
What we mean about the full loop is, we normally run around the Boardwalk to the Yacht and Beach Club, and then the Swan and Dolphin, and then all the way down to Hollywood Studios and back, and it's a big circuit that's like almost 2 miles. You can't run that because they got it shut down over by the Yacht and Beach Club.
If you're familiar, it's right underneath the Stormalong Bay
water slide is right where they've got pipe and drape and they shut it down.
And a security guard, so you can't try to get through.
Apparently there's some professional sports players over there, I guess.
That's what they say. No,
rumors that a couple of them are like sneaking out to get food at night, and lots of rumors about things going on over there.
Lots of security over there.
But we were running on one side of the Boardwalk side of the canal that leads to the Hollywood Studios, and we looked over and there were some MLS soccer players running on the other side.
I felt really slow. I felt real slow.
I did feel really slow. They were running real fast. I've got a lot of respect for soccer players because, like you said, they run the whole game.
Yeah.
That's all they do. They got to be good runners. So I respect those guys.
So it was fun. If you're familiar again, like where the Boardwalk sign is and you're going into that area, that's what's blocked off too. So you pretty much can't go from the Yacht Club all the way across that little bridge into by the Swan and Dolphin. That's all kind of blockaded off and security standing there. But we still got a good run.
We did, and what we really experimented with during this run at the Boardwalk, and while it was good to be back after numerous months, we ran with masks on.
That is the big thing we should talk about today.
Yeah, and we wanted to because when you're running on the Boardwalk, you're in pretty close proximity to other people who are staying there. So we knew it was going to be something we wanted to do, that if we were running on the Boardwalk, when there were people around, we needed to wear a mask. And what is your general consensus with running with a mask on, Kristen?
Well, I will say, again, we want to emphasize that there is no rules here in Florida. There's nobody who told us that we had to, but it was something that we wanted to try in case races came out with any kind of stipulations or...
And there is a mandate here in Florida in Orange County that if you are outside, you need to have a mask on under certain situations. So
we wanted to give it a shot. And I know some people are nervous about it, so they probably wouldn't. So we decided, why not?
Give it a try.
Why not?
So we've got some. I've actually got some video of us running with our masks on that I'll put up right now. What was the?
Do you want to know my opinion?
Yeah. What was the hardest part?
Should I tell them my opinion about it?
Please tell what you thought about it. Okay, she's giving a thumbs down. If I've got video up right now, she's giving a big thumbs down. Kristen had a hard time with it. Yeah.
And I feel like I'm pretty hardy to the. It was, in fairness, it was about 90 degrees, 90, 92.
Yep, Florida heat.
Which we really shouldn't be running in that in general. But we live here, and we felt like this was about 7 o'clock at night even.
Yeah.
It was really high humidity. And we are used to running kind of in that. And
what was the hard part? Like, what was hard?
I couldn't breathe. With the humidity already feels like I have a blanket on my face. It was like
the equivalent of being waterboarded. She had a really hard time with it. I felt like it was uncomfortable and I didn't like it, and I felt like it was hindering my ability to function as a runner properly, but I could do it. I could do it, and I didn't feel like I was going to pass out at any point, but it was not comfortable or fun.
No, I can't do it. I decided we ran 5 miles. Mm-hmm. So just so that you have a idea of time or distance.
And we weren't wearing them the whole time, just when we were around people on the boardwalk. So for a couple of minutes at a time.
So we wore them, for me, I wore it the entire length of the boardwalk, which was ultimately like a half circle, about a mile at a time. Mm-hmm. And then I would take it off when Hollywood Studios was closed. So
it was open for a cast preview at the time, but it was closed because it was.
They were not even there. It was done.
It was after closing. Yeah, it was after closing.
I mean, there might have been a few people, but it was later because here we run at night because it is so hot.
Out of necessity, you have to run at night. Yeah.
And it was too much, like, for me. So I don't recommend it. Maybe
you won't be running in a mask anytime soon, then. So if RunDisney institutes a must-wear mask policy, Kristen, you will not be participating.
You know what? I have to say here on camera. I don't think that I can.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can. I don't think anybody can.
I gave it a try for the sake of this video and just because we had some time, and we thought, let's try and tell people what we think. Mm-hmm. In the Florida heat, I can't do it.
Yeah, if I had to run a half marathon with it on the whole time, it wouldn't be possible. I just can't. I just can't see it possible for RunDisney to make something like that happen. That's rough.
Yeah.
That's gonna be rough.
I will say this.
It was a great run.
So let's talk about future races and things that race directors have to consider in order to make decisions. So I can tell you they probably have trained athletes giving their opinions and getting opinions from doctors and things. I've dabbled a little bit in event planning and things like that, and they'll get those opinions. And I will tell you, I would be very surprised if any athlete says, sure, go ahead.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
Well, Disney here is in Florida. So maybe you'll get somebody up north where it's a little bit cooler. But you know what? I just saw up north it's going to be 90 degrees this week. They're going to have the same thing.
So us at Run Disney Daily decided that we would go through the pain and misery of running with a mask on for a while just to see and share with you guys what you thought or what we thought about it. And yeah, it's rough and it's not fun. And to be honest with you, it's outright dangerous, I think. Especially in this Florida heat.
I really thought at some point I was going to have to stop and just say, we're done.
Yeah.
So
you know what else is cool that we did this week?
What did we do?
We went to Epcot.
We did.
We went back to Epcot for the first time just a couple of days ago. We have some good friends who are cast members, and so there was a cast member preview on Tuesday that they were really gracious and invited us to come with. So we got to experience, you got to go for the whole day. I showed up a little bit later in the evening to experience Epcot, and there are some major park flow changes You walk into that park, and guys, I don't know if you know Epcot really well. So when you walk in the park, you can take a hard right-hand turn and go right immediately to the Nemo ride. Like
now,
they cut a hole.
That's what it is now.
They cut a hole and you can go right over to the Nemo ride. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
The whole flow of the park is different, and there's construction walls everywhere. If they end up running a Run Disney race like they did for the marathon and for Princess, which is where you enter in the back of the park by the land, I think that everything will kind of stay the same.
Yeah, I was impressed, to be quite honest. The last time we were there was in February. So just for everybody to know, like we went kind of the end of February for the Arts Festival.
Oh, yeah.
And then we took a Disney cruise. Check out that video. It is super fun.
I'll put the link card right up here. It's a great cruise. And the 5K, the Castaway K 5K, awesome.
Yes. So that kind of gives you a timeline. And we came back from the cruise and everything shut down like a week into March. So we were there towards the end before everything closed. And they had so much closed up, so much torn up, and they still have a lot of construction.
There is a lot of construction. Mouse Gear was about the size of my bedroom.
I feel like
it's all closed off. It's about the size of our bedroom. It's a tiny little Mouse
Poor
Gear.
little store.
Yeah.
But you know what? I feel like in order to get Epcot open, they hustled, because the front of Epcot where you walk in and Spaceship Earth is there, and they had this grand entrance.
It's a lot to do.
They put in some little garden areas there to make it nicer. The green walls that they use are not so intrusive. I feel like I could take some nice pictures. And when you get past that, yes, there's some buildings that they were busted out. They were
Clearly
gone.
Demolished.
They were gone before this all happened. There's nothing you can build in that time.
Yeah.
But they haven't had cast members there. They haven't had construction there. We know, because we drive past Magic Kingdom. We drive these different things, and we see nobody was
there.
working.
Yeah, there was nobody there.
There was nobody.
So they really hustled in the last couple of weeks to get that open.
In a couple of weeks to put things together to make it look presentable. And it made, regardless of kind of the logistics of the race and temperatures and masks and all that, let's put that aside. Epcot, which is huge for Run Disney races, that's where they pretty much put everybody through there. It looked good.
It did.
I was surprised for the construction that they have going on. I think that they've done a good job to get it back together.
Food and Wine is in full operation. I can vouch for the fact that we had a delicious filet and beer cheese soup over in Canada.
We did.
And that is definitely still going strong. You know what else they did, Kristen?
What?
Property-wide, that is something little that you wouldn't think of, but probably cost them like hundreds of thousands of dollars, is they replaced every single one of their plastic utensil dispensers. Guys, you know what I'm talking about? Those things where you'd push the button like with the picture of the fork on it and a fork would come out. They replaced all of them with, check it out, I took a video of it and put it in right now, the coolest dispenser ever, because you don't have to push a button, you're actually grabbing the utensil and it causes another to come out. I think it's the coolest thing ever, and it probably was really expensive, but it's great for health purposes, and I just think it's really cool. So
it was pretty fancy. Adam has been raving about this new utensil dispenser.
It's cool.
For days.
I gotta say, I did pull a couple extra forks because I'm like,
I can't believe this came up in this video.
Yeah.
I really cannot, because yes, he's been so excited about it. It's almost embarrassing. Like, that's what he tells people about Magic Kingdom and Epcot is the utensil dispenser.
Moving on. We have some really cool POV treadmill videos that are coming up. I have some park reservations for Animal Kingdom and for Hollywood Studios coming up this weekend for Saturday and Sunday, and I'm going to go grab some treadmill POV videos over there for you guys to enjoy. Comment below what you guys think of those, because I use them daily. I'm a little weird. I run to my own treadmill POV videos. And I like them. And I actually, we talked about this the other day. I'm going to make a short video about how I use them because, guys, the music is sometimes not the greatest because we have to use this non-copyrighted music.
Yeah.
And I like to run to Disney playlists that I'm sure other people do. So I'm going to make a video coming up, hopefully that it kind of explains how I use the treadmill POV videos, and maybe it'll help you guys out at home and how you use them if you have a treadmill at home. Or, guys, take it to the gym.
Yeah.
Before I had a treadmill, I took it to the gym. I loved using it, the treadmill at the gym, right?
Yeah. So we have got a lot of videos coming up.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, some of the ideas that we have.
Check out the Magic Kingdom POV. It was great.
I'm not going to say anything because there's some really big ones that I've got.
She's got some really good ideas for some videos we're working on in the future.
I don't want to put it out there because, somebody might
now.
take them.
Right, top secret.
So we're going to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And Disney's opening. So what's awesome is we are getting some of these things filmed and documented that we've been dreaming about. And kind of what was on our plans when we started the channel. It's, it's kind of a shame. We started the channel and we were so excited.
We had all these ideas about what we were going to do, and then the parks promptly closed. The parks promptly closed, right, when we had an idea of how we wanted to do things. So,
oh my gosh, we had so many plans for Star Wars. That's okay. You know what?
Guys, and if you haven't checked out our Star Wars Rise and Resist 5K, this is the coolest thing ever, and nobody's watching it. I'll put a link up here, but we ran our own 5K. At the Boardwalk before Rise of Resistance opened in the morning, and we went in. We got our ride boarding pass, and it's such a cool video. Check it out. We had fun making it, and
even our Star Wars challenge video.
And what's really cool about those guys is that I know Run Disney events may not be happening right now. Make your own. Make it fun. Make it fun for you and whoever your group is. Whoever your partner is, like Kristen and I, we have made it fun for each other to run races when we know we can't. Yeah. So if you have a family group of, you and your spouse, or you and your partner, or you or your kids, and you want to run a race, guess what? Make your own, right? And that's kind of what we did. And make your own Run Disney race, and make your own bibs, and make it special, and make it fun for right now. And Run Disney will be back eventually. And you won't have to make it fun by yourself, but it is still fun.
We'll give them some ideas.
Yeah, of course. Of course we'll give you some ideas. All right, is that just about everything we got for this week?
I think that's what we got for this week. We're hitting our time limit here. So can't wait for everything that we have over the next couple weeks here. And until then, we will see you guys all next week with plenty of new information.
And watch for those new POVs, guys. They're coming out. And if you haven't tried it, give it a shot. And make sure that you hit that subscribe button in the lower corner here. Tell your friends about us if you love Run Disney. We love Run Disney too, and we love to share all of whatever news and information we have, since we're so fortunate to live here close to the resort with you guys who maybe are far away. So comment below and like our Facebook page, which is Run Disney Daily on Facebook, where you'll catch up with our daily posts and events that we also have there, right?
Yep, that is for sure.
All right, guys, we'll see you all next week.